Shout out to all my fellow foodies who love to be happy and satisfy their cravings for good food. It's time to learn some new cooking tips to save our time, make a food finger licking good, and help a family bond more and more. Tell everyone it's time to watch our favorite cooking show, Debbie's Kitchen Delight Show. Welcome to Debbie's Kitchen Delight Show. Tell everyone it's time to watch our favorite cooking show, Debbie's Kitchen Delight Show. Welcome to Debbie's Kitchen Delight Show.
Níbàdàn ni wọ́n bí wa sí o, Níbàdàn ni wọ́n bí wa sí. Bàbá wa pẹ̀lú wọn ló nílẹ̀, bàbá wa pẹ̀lú wọn ló nílẹ̀. Níbàdàn ni, Níbàdàn ni wọ́n bí wa sí. Hello good people, I welcome you to another episode of the Debbie's Kitchen Delight Show. I'm Chef Debbie, and as usual, every week on this show, we share recipes and delicious meals from all over the globe. So today, it's not going to be different, and I'm super excited because I'll be sharing with you something that is deeply personal to me as a Yoruba woman from southwestern Nigeria. This dish is local to the Yoruba people of Nigeria and especially the Oyo people in Yoruba land. Due to slavery and migration, Yoruba people can be found in southwestern Nigeria and some parts of West Africa, Brazil, Cuba, and even in the Bahamas or the Caribbean. So wherever people go, they take their culture, their food, their heritage with them. So it's no surprise that you can find some of these dishes in those places as well. This food is from Oyo people. It's Amala, Gbegiri, and Ewedu, and these food are served in homes, of course, and even at occasions, parties, big functions, and it's usually served on the spot, prepared on the spot and served at such functions. So if you have had this before, or you have seen it eaten before and you don't know, or you're wondering how to make it at home, this is the show for you. Today, I'm going to show you how you can achieve that silky, soft Amala by yourself in your own home. So let's do it. The ingredients to make Amala, Gbegiri and Ewedu are not many. They are in fact few. Gbegiri is usually made with black-eyed beans, peeled and washed. So this will go into the water immediately because we need it to start cooking down while I'll introduce you to the other ingredients. So I'll cover this and let it begin to cook. So you need some salt, stock cubes, locust beans. It's rich in antioxidants, rich in vitamins A, and it's good for your health. Some palm oil, and you also be needing some pepper mix blended. I have here tatashi, shombo, and rodo. Those are Yoruba names for red bell pepper, the red one, red chili, and habanero pepper. Also, I have onion. Garlic does not go in this meal at all. Now to pair with my Gbegiri, I have some jute leaves, Ewedu, like the Yoruba call them. It's been picked and cleaned and washed, so it needs to go into the fire too right away. I already have water boiling on the stove, so I'm going to pour it straight away into my water. Locust beans go into the Ewedu immediately it's put in the water. We will use the rest for our gbegiri. So those two things need to be on the stove while I clean up here, and I'll show you the next step. My beans is still cooking on the fire, and Ewedu too is on the stove. So while that is going on, I will bring out my blender, because Ewedu does not it take too long to cook, and so I'll need this ready so that I'll be able to. I'm using a food processor. You can use a blender if you have, but a food processor does the same thing. If you're using a food processor, you don't have to boil your Ewedu for a very long time. The blender will do the blending for you. But if you're going to be blending by hand using what Yoruba people call ijabe, that shortened broom, then you need to have your leaves very tender. But in this case, I'm not going to cook it for a very long time because a blender will do the work for me. So I'll see you later when the Ewedu is ready for blending. So Ewedu is done, and like I said, we are not cooking it for very long. Before I do that, let me bring out my plates that will receive some of these items. So Ewedu is here. This can go here. So I'm going to transfer this into the food processor. You have to be mindful of the kind of blender you have. Some blender cannot handle hot food, so but if you have one that can handle it, go ahead. So it's in place now. So I bend. You need to bend on low for just few minutes. In fact, just blend. 1 minute, please. I want to leave some ventilation space for steam to come out. Let's go again. Whatever you want to call it, is especially good for young children. As a matter of fact, Yoruba people use it to wean their children. When they want to wean babies and want to introduce solid food, this is the perfect stew with soft amala. It's perfect to wean your babies from breastfeeding. And we're done. So it goes back into the pot. And the Ewedu is ready to be served. So now, while it's still very hot, I'm going to season it with a little salt and a stock cube. It's still hot. I don't need to put it on. I just mix the seasoning and it's ready to be served. It's very thick, but I don't like watery Ewedu. I like it just like this. So we have our Ewedu ready now. The next stage is to make our Amala. Don't forget our beans is still on the stove cooking. So while that is going on, I'll start the fire for the Amala, and then I will clear out this space, and then I'll see you later.
Debbie's Kitchen Delight Show.
So amala is ready to be made. Now when you are making your amala, you should know that you need to have some spare water by the side, because you need to steam amala in hot water to make the consistency great. So I'll go ahead and pour in my yam flour. Great. Amala, the one that the Oyo people eat anyway, is a light brown color. There are different species of yam used to make yam flour, and the best give this color, light brown. When you make it, the amala is soft and silky. The other type gives a darker brown color, and as a tree barren person, I don't like it. This is amala. Amala is light brown and not black. So I just need to add a little of our hot water. It's hot. Wow. Good. You can see that I'm sweating already, and this is exactly how I'll be sweating when I'm putting this beautiful amala in my mouth. I can't wait. I'm salivating already. You just need like 2 or 3 minutes to cook. This is a small quantity of amala. Yeah, it's cooking already. Great. My grandmother will be proud of me. And this is the consistency that I like. And there you have it, ready to serve. I'm going to plate it like this. So this is great. It's looking good. This flour comes already prepared in the market. You can just get your flour, or you can get the yam and make your own flour. They are in the market, and this is exactly what it should look like. So I'll set it aside and check on our beans. So our beans is done and it's nicely cooked. So I'm going to turn off the heat now and sieve it. Now, the modern school of thought is of the opinion that you should not sieve out your beans when you're making gbegiri, and that you should just rather put it in your stew base like that. But like I promised you, I said I was going to show you the traditional way of making this soup. This is the traditional way. It's always sieved. But if you rather not sieve yours, please go ahead. And it's done. This is what I have, and this is our Gbegiri ready to be served. So I'll clean up here now and I'll show you how to make the stew base. To make our stew base, put our pan on fire. When it's heated up nicely, we go in with our palm oil. So when that is heated up nicely, I'll go in with some locust bean. Yeah, guess what? I'm going to put everything because I need this aroma of this to eat my neighbors. So I'm waiting for the oil to heat up and fry the locust bean briefly. Then when that is done, I'm going to go in with my pepper mix. Yeah, it's coming up. Now, traditionally, you don't add anything to this stew. No crayfish, nothing, no extra condiments, just your locust bean. And we're going to go in with the pepper mix and fry that. When I say fry, we are frying. You fry till the pepper, there's no more water in your pepper mix, because we are going to go in with this bean soup into that pepper mix, and that's what gives the orange color of the Gbegiri soup. So yes, my locust bean is going on smoothly, and I think I can go in now with the pepper mix. Yes, great. Looking good. Give it a stir. And I'm going to cover it to cook. And just leave the lid open slightly and cook it for like 8 to 10 minutes, or until the oil floats to the surface. Then I'll see you right then. So my stew is nicely fried, and I'm going to go in now with the beans water. Just give it a stir like that, and then we go into the beautifully fried soup. Wow. Yes, and there you have it. This is your Gbegiri, the famous Gbegiris that you have been seeing. This is it. You decide the consistency that you want, whether thick, though I've just poured it in now. When it heats up, it becomes lighter, and as it gets cold, it becomes thicker. That's the nature of this soup. So I'm going to let it cook now for like 3 to 5 minutes until it comes to a boil, and it will be ready to serve. I'm going to clear out, and next time I see you, we'll be ready to eat. Welcome back, viewers, and our food is ready and we're about to eat. Right now I have with me a very good friend. She's here. She will introduce herself. She's a lovely fellow, and I'm sure she will trust our judgment of this traditional food. So you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Please introduce yourself to our viewers.
My name is Mrs. Ajayi Busayo.
Okay, you're welcome to Debbie's Kitchen Delight Show. So, the meal today is Amala, Gbegiri, Ewedu, and chicken stew. So, have you had it before?
No.
Not this combination or a component of it?
I've not had Gbegiri I've never tasted it before.
Wow, wow, wow. So there's a first time for everything. So let's dig in.
I'm using my hand.
Feel free. It's hitting all the right notes for me.
It tastes good. Yeah, sure.
Thank you. I'm happy you agree. I can eat this 3 times a day.
Yeah. In fact, I love the Gbegiri most.
Thank you. Like you have heard from our guest, who is a first timer, there's always a first time for everything. This soup is delicious. It's a fun way of making your kids eat their beans. Just puree it and make a bean soup. It's delicious, it's tasty, and takes you to places where you really want to go. So don't forget to like, share, and follow us on all our social media handles. You also need to spread the bell notification and get notified when I upload new videos. Subscribe so that it will encourage me to do more and give you more tasty and delicious meals from around the globe. So till next time when I see you on the show again, it's Chef Debbie signing out.
Shout out to all my